Join me as I take on the ultimate challenge of pitting Spider-Man against some crazy monsters in an epic web war. How will Spider-Man fare when he finds himself face to face with some of the most terrifying monsters you've ever seen? Let's dive in. For months now, the city has been enjoying a rare stretch of peace. Spider-Man having successfully kept the streets safe from your run-of-the-mill supervillains. But little did he know a sudden and mysterious surge of monstrous threats was brewing on the horizon. These weren't your everyday foes. They were creatures of legend, myth and nightmare. The kind of monsters that make you question the very fabric of reality. Suddenly, the city found itself under attack from creatures straight out of myth and legend. First, it was the giant spiders. Their size alone was enough to send shivers down the spines of even the bravest New Yorkers. These eight-legged behemoths seemed to drop from the sky, their massive forms casting ominous shadows over the city. Then came the fire serpents. No, not actual snakes, but rather manifestations of pure flame that slithered through the streets, leaving behind a trail of scorched earth and terror. But these were just the beginning. Soon, Spider-Man found himself facing off against a creature that could turn invisible. The monster would vanish into thin air, making it nearly impossible for the hero to land a single blow. Then there were the Screechers, beings whose ear-splitting screams could shatter glass and stun their victims. These monsters used their sonic attacks to great effect, creating havoc and misery wherever they went. Yet amidst this chaos, there was something else. Something that sent chills down Spider-Man's spine like never before. The living illusions. These monsters were masters of disguise, able to create incredibly realistic illusions that could fool even the web-slinger's keen eyes. One moment he'd see a snarling beast, and the next it would vanish, replaced by a scene from everyday life. It was as if the very concept of reality was being challenged. Then came the day that shook the city to its core. The Kraken, a legendary sea monster, rose from the depths of the Hudson River, its massive tentacles crashing against the shore, its colossal form a sight to behold, and a threat that seemed almost too great to be true. For Spider-Man, this was going to be his most epic battle yet. The air crackled with electricity as Spider-Man swung into action, his spider senses tingling with the thrill of the chase. He dodged and darted between the tentacles, firing his web shooters with pinpoint accuracy. But the Kraken was a force of nature, its skin as tough as armor, its strength seemingly limitless. The monster roared, a sound that echoed across the city, sending panicked citizens running for cover. As the battle raged, Spider-Man realized brute force wouldn't be enough. He needed a strategy, a way to outsmart this colossal beast, thinking fast. He swung to the highest point of a nearby skyscraper, getting a clear view of the monster's massive form. With a deep breath, he fired a web shooter directly into the Kraken's mouth, momentarily blinding it. The web-slinger seized the opportunity, racing down one of the tentacles and attaching a thick line of web to its base. The Kraken, enraged by the pain and confusion, thrashed wildly, its tentacles flailing like whips. But the more it struggled, the tighter the noose of web became, slowly immobilizing the monster. With the help of a few well-placed webs, SpiderMan had managed to lure the Kraken into a trap. It was a sight to behold, the mightiest of monsters, subdued by the smallest of heroes. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows over the city, SpiderMan stood atop the defeated Kraken, his body aching, his mind buzzing with the thrill of the battle. The city was safe once again, thanks to the bravery and ingenuity of its heroic protector. But among the cheers and celebrations, SpiderMan couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. He'd faced many foes in his time as the web-slinger, but none had been quite like the monsters of this day. Each battle had pushed him to his physical and mental limits, forcing him to adapt and evolve in ways he never thought possible. Now, standing victorious, he knew that the peace might not last. Perhaps these were just the first of many monstrous visitors to come. As the city slowly returned to normal, SpiderMan retreated to his own little slice of heaven, Aunt May's house. He peeled off his mask, revealing the tired but determined face of Peter Parker. If you've enjoyed seeing SpiderMan take on these monstrous foes, I'd love to hear from you. Which monster was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more SpiderMan action, be sure to check out my other videos, where your friendly neighborhood SpiderMan faces off against even more incredible challenges.